This segment is part of our Chasing the Dream initiative on poverty and opportunity in America. From producer Shaquille O'Neal comes the documentary Killer Bees that tells the story of a basketball team from Bridgehampton High School that defies typical stereotypes of the Hamptons. Led by their inspirational coach, the team prepares to defend their state championship. Their fighting spirit has since become a symbol of hope for a community struggling to survive, among other things, racial discrimination, gentrification, and absurd income inequality in one of the wealthiest neighborhoods in the country. Take a look.
There is legitimately a socioeconomic divide between north of the tracks, south of the tracks.
They've been trying to close that school down for years and years and years, but yet we stay who we are. We stay true to what has gotten us here.
One of the reasons they're not going to close Bridgehampton School is because they have a winning basketball team.
Move the ball. Just keep moving, all right?
And here with more now about the film is former Bridgehampton basketball coach Carl Johnson and producers and directors Ben and Orson Cummings. Gentlemen, welcome to all of you. Nice to have you here.
Thanks for having us.
It's a great film. I watched that last night, and I'm a former athlete, so I love the kinds of sports films, but this is so much more than a sports film, so much more than a basketball film. Ben, let me ask you first. You guys have been very successful in your filmmaking careers. What drew you to this film?
Well, first we went to the school. We grew up in Bridgehampton. We went to Bridgehampton. We played basketball in the program. And a couple summers ago, the way I remember it, I got a Facebook message from Coach Carl and a classmate of mine, Ronnie Golson. We're like, you guys are filmmakers. You guys know all about the bees. Things are changing swiftly out here. This culture may not be around much longer. If you guys are interested, it's best to do it sooner rather than later.
And so then what did you do? So here's an idea. I'm sure you're given ideas from all sorts of sources regularly doing what you do. What was the next step that got you to this?
Yeah, we had only made narrative features before. We hadn't done a documentary, so we were a little cautious, and we'd heard the stories of Hoop Dreams where someone went in and I'll make a little movie and 10 years later you're still working on it. Mm-hmm. So we had we did like coffee meetings. We called a few of our friends and we just went for coffee and we're thinking of telling this story, and we told them what it was about. And everyone we spoke to said, you have to do that. That's too good a story. It was an incredible reaction. I've never gotten a reaction like that.
I want to talk about how different this place is now from when you were there. But before I do that, Carl, let me ask you. So when you were first approached about the idea of doing a film about not just your team, but the school, the community, mm-hmm. What was your very first reaction to it?
I was a little apprehensive about it because now you're asking the kids to open up their personal life. Right. You're asking the school to open up their personal life. And some people just...
Asking you to open up your personal life.
Asking me definitely to open up my personal life. Right. And where do we go from there? Do I feel comfortable about that? Because also I had to think about the kids as far as some of them were going into their senior year of high school. Some are with the pressure of trying to defend your state title. And then also all the other behind-the-scenes things that, some kids just weren't comfortable about opening up. So at first I was a little apprehensive, but then again I was like, there's a story to be told and it should be told.
Yeah. How did you get, because I'm sure that you talk about Hoop Dreams, there are a lot of great sports documentaries out there. A lot of them are focused really on the sport itself and the games and the quest for a championship. But this became so much more. Did you know going into it that this was going to become what it ultimately became?
Yes. That was, we went into the Candy Kitchen in Bridgehampton where we were waiting for Carl for the first time. We were going to discuss what we were up to. And we were like, well, we're going to ask Carl, is it okay if we examine a whole bunch of these other issues? How do you think he'll react? And we posed the question to Carl, and he's like, I kind of figured that was the point.
Okay. So going into it, there are a couple of things I think I'm struck by. One is, we were talking about this before, I went to a tiny high school on the Jersey Shore, Point Pleasant Beach High School. I had 90-some kids in my senior class. But we had a very proud athletic tradition. But because it was so small, there were a lot of talks about, should it close it up, should it merge with somebody else? And there's been a history of that here. How different is the school and the community now from when you guys were there as students?
Well, it was more African American predominantly when we grew up there, and I think since it's definitely
Become a little more diverse. You know, we have a third Latino,
Right.
third white, third blacks.
Right.
So it's definitely become a lot different since Dave, before, you know.
And why has it changed, do you think?
Well, I think you know, our school really was, people prejudged it before they even decided to step in to come see the school. There was all these little rumors saying, oh, it's this, it's that. And when they get there, they find out, oh, this is a really nice school. Yeah. And basically, with a public school education, you get that private school.
Because first of all, it's a beautiful looking school.
Yeah.
People will see this when they do it. And you as filmmakers, I'm sure, appreciated that, the visual qualities of all of that.
Yeah, one thing I was going to just touching on the changing demographics. On the one hand, it's really positive because it's like this perfect example of America functioning well when you have white and black and Latin all together and everybody getting along. On the other hand, it does also reflect some of the gentrification as the turnpike where most of the African American community lived. A lot of people are leaving, and you know it's the Hamptons, so you know they'll move, sell, and then put up a McMansion, which is a speculative real estate property.
I think one of the great, when you watch this, is how the wonderful job you did sort of intercutting, you know, the Hamptons and the great wealth of the Hamptons and the ostentatious lifestyle of the Hamptons with here's some guys, hardworking kids on a basketball team, and it's almost hard to imagine that you're talking about the same town going on here.
Basically, it's just two
How do the kids handle that?
I mean, one day there's a $250 million mansion on the beach, and then as the crow flies, you know, 30 seconds away, there's a kid on the team being evicted from his house, from this little house on the turnpike, and it's hard to fathom.
So it's a lot of the same issues that the country is facing, the disappearance of the middle class, but in the Hamptons, it is so extreme, so extreme.
Because you've seen some, gentrification situations where it's just getting a little better and a little bit better. And as it gets a little better, sometimes it, makes the quality of the education a little bit better, put a little bit more money in it. But here, it's like a completely different world.
Well, you do have those mansions, those $14 million mansions, $20 million mansions, but they're only there for, people that live in those mansions are only there for the summer. Right. So their kids don't go to school there year round. Yep. They head back.
What'd your kids, I don't want to give up too much of this film because I want people to watch it, and it is wonderful. What'd your kids think about the idea of being featured in a film? And then what did they think about it when they saw it after it was done?
They really loved the movie. They were excited about it, and I always tell them, don't let anyone tell you what to think. You go there and you judge it for yourself. And whatever you feel, stick with it. Don't ever try to, be persuaded. Like say, oh, inside you would like it. Outside, someone tell you, no, I don't like it. So I got a positive feedback from all the kids that were featured in the film. Yeah. So I was very pleased.
Last question for you. We talked about Shaquille O'Neal's involvement in this. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, we were lucky enough to have a great executive producer named Glenn Furman, who has a foundation called the Flag Art Foundation, which is a space in New York, and he had Shaquille O'Neal, who we got to meet, curate a show. So he became friends with him there. Shaq goes by Shaq Casso.
Among other things.
So he showed him an early work sample that we had cut together when we were raising money to try to get the whole thing funded. And he showed it to Shaq, and Shaq watched it and signed up right away. He thought it was really something he wanted to be a part of. So that's been a terrific help.
Yeah, and just his not just his physical presence, but just who he is and where he comes from.
But that's funny. Shaq and I was able to have a conversation, and he's like, Coach, and he called me Coach. Yes. So he's like, I came from a school, I graduated with 39 kids in my class. So he knows what it feels like to be in a small school, and to have that kind of pride, that sense of pride, like in that burning feeling inside like, I don't care who we go up against, we're gonna win. So he has that burning, and that's what's I believe, has caused him to be the success he's been as well.
Well, it's a great job of storytelling. As you know, as storytellers, you need to have people that you're telling their stories. And Coach, you a wonderful role in the lives of these kids. So it's going to join that pantheon of really good sports / much more stories. So I think you should all be proud of what you did here.
Well, thank
Thank you very much.
It was a delight and fun to watch, by the way. Good.
Great.
Nice meeting you guys all. And a reminder for you all, for more information on where you can watch Killer Bees, visit our website at metrofocus.org.